All right, it's Monday, December 4th, following up on the SPY. You can see here it's continuing higher towards its target, which would be the high of the day. We'll see if it gets there. I decided to conservatively just scale out and set up kind of a no-risk trade. I bought some 450 calls as discussed on the previous video at 669. I just scaled out at 730. To set up a no-risk trade. It's a little tricky to know what's really unfolding here, other than the fact that, we had a good downward move to start the session that could have really set up a chain reaction for a lot lower, but then price decided to come all the way back up and not give an orderly pullback for a second push down. So that kind of set the tone that we were at the bottom of the range and maybe on the day failing and starting a kind of an up, two down failure here with an up scenario. We're still below the midpoint of the prior day. We're kind of starting the week inside here of last week. There's some exhaustion risk after having reached a big target. So a lot of it's going to depend on how this day ends up. If it ends up closing like this with a nice green hammer bar, that'll keep me excited to get long for continuation higher, but I don't know for sure. I just think for now, we were going to take out this area and then kind of see what happens. If we just come up here and this becomes an inflection point and we don't get a big sell-off, then I can see a secondary push towards, the pre-market high. So anyway, just wanted to scale out here and just kind of watch it. No risk now. The options are kind of hitting 750 at the moment. Bought those at 669. So it's a good trade, just judging price action, but not really sure how the day is going to end up, other than the fact that we potentially have a two-down failure unfolding here, just given the way price action is kind of, reacted to this downward move that really had an opportunity to break down, but just decided not to do it for the moment. But still a long way to go before a big reversal the upside, and yet I can't feel comfortable with the downside at this point either. So let's just see if this now continues for a nice green day, kind of the midpoint of that bar, maybe even higher. Again, you could see a target here if things get really strong and we take out that high up to the pre-market high. So let's kind of see if that unfolds. That'll be a nice trade for the day if it does.